That's a bear. Is that a bear? The baby bear. Oh, it's not a baby bear. It's a wolf. It's a wolf. Abort! It's a wolf. Hello, and welcome to Zen Plays Games Badly. Now, if you're wondering why I have no hat, is because you might remember this. This is my kind of very, very worthy, very long used hat. And I recently went to watch your game, and I was looking at the hats, going, "Oh man, those hats are cool," and I hadn't realised just how much the color had changed. And I don't know if you can see. Let me just bring my light up so you can see this. But can you see how different those are? So the one on the right is my old hat. The one on the left is my new. Just look at how different those purples are. Now, obviously, that is a well-worn hat. Hey, Anders Garble, missed you. Well, I'm here. Um, it's only been a fortnight. I was at a Stardew Valley concert last week. I'll have you know, which I'm going to say was actually profoundly good. It was music of Stardew Valley, kind of played um, like on a full orchestra. So it was. Oh, look at that! Right in with the new follow, and I'm on the wrong screen. Anders Garmel, thank you very much for your 16-month subscription. 16 months. Now that's dedication. Thank you very much, Anders Garmel. All of your hard-earned money that you have taken from Bezos and given to me will be used to continue the madness on this channel. Absolutely will be used to continue the madness. Now, for those of you that had a look at the sort of the go live notification, you might notice that actually I kind of said that I'm all by myself, and well, that's because I am. It is just me, all by myself. Abandoned, name of your dreams. Absolutely abandoned. While him indoors is off skiing. Can you believe it? Off skiing, left me here. He has off skied, in fact. Not that I've been working on that pun all day or anything. Not all day, because I didn't actually know he'd gone. I had completely forgotten. I knew I'd just forgotten. And I was sort of, messaging guys, we getting a stream tonight, what are we doing? And Temporary Bliss was like, what are we doing? Because I filed a complaint. I have filed many complaints against Elusive Elf. None of them have ever kind of come to anything. And then Temporary Bliss, in fairness to Temporary Bliss, the sainted Temporary Bliss, hashtag Team Temporary Bliss, she is not here because she's looking after a poorly dog, which is frankly a higher calling, actually. So, pour one out for the poorly dog. The poorly dog comes first. Um, and and of course, now that I'm sort of streaming, I don't know if you can hear, but in the background, my dog is barking. And my dog is barking because Elf complains a lot. He does complain a lot. Elf complaints only. Um, I mean, yes. The My dog is stuck at the top of the stairs. He's not stuck. He can, in fact, go up and down the stairs, but he has decided that he can't. So he's just going to have to, live at the top of the stairs. That's just kind of how that works. Now, because I thought that we would have rescue that. I'm not rescuing the doggo. I'm not rescuing the doggo. The doggo can go up and downstairs by himself. Um, so because I thought actually temporary bliss will be here, it'll be fine. We'll work out what we're going to play because then we have to work out, what have we got in each other's libraries, um, that kind of thing. But and I figured that we would probably end up playing something like I don't know, Don't Starve Together or whatever. But that's not the case because they're not here. So we're going to have to kind of have a think about what we're going to go and play. So I might need to go and rescue the dog because he is not coming down the stairs, and he should just come down the stairs. Just come down the stairs. Just come down the stairs, dog. So I've got a whole bunch of games, all of which all of which we could consider playing. I do have the Steam Deck, so if they don't run on this machine, I can think about firing that up. It's right here. It's all plugged in, ready to go. Or wild idea, we could just chat. We could just chat and hang out. And while you think about that, I'm going to go and shout at the dog who is at the top of the stairs and is refusing to come down. I will be right back.
Here's a llama, there's a llama, and another little llama. Fuzzy llama, funny llama, 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 duck. Llama, llama, cheesecake llama, tablet brick potato llama, 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 mushroom llama, 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 duck. I was once a tree house, I lived in a cake, but I never saw the way the orange later rake. I was only 3 years dead, but it told a tale, and now listen, little child, to the safety rail. Did you ever see a llama kiss a llama on the llama? Llamas, llamas, llama, taste of llama, 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 duck. Half a llama, twice the llama, not a llama, farmer llama, llama in a car, a llama, 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 duck. Is this how it's told now? It's so old. It is also old. It is made of lemon juice, doorknob, uncle cold. Now my song is getting thin. I run out of luck. Time for me to retire now and become a duck. Here's a llama, there's a llama.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, no, no, no! No, no!
What the hell?
That was a demolition expert. Just went, it's Horde Night tonight! Which is a bit of a problem.
Bit of a shock.
Bit of a shock. Even if we do ourselves.
And I'm back. Doggo is down. He is outside, and I have blocked off the stairs. So, as I was saying, it does kind of put us in a sort of what are we going to play kind of idea. So I am kind of busy scrolling through what kind of. I did think that maybe we could try some community stuff if people wanted. We could fire up Among Us because there's always Among Us, isn't there? It becomes a bit of a problem if I'm the crewmate, if I'm the imposter, because I have to narrate that, right? And you'll very quickly know that it's me. Let's see what else we got. So there is always Raft. So there's always Raft as an option. While that sort of installs. What have I got installed on the Steam Deck? No, I don't want to remove it. I wanted to save it. I wanted to install. It's only 6 gig. Install that. What have I got installed on the Steam Deck? So we have got a little game like Banished. It's quite a fun game, but actually very slow. The kind of game that is quite difficult to stream, I think. Um, we haven't got Raft on this either, but we can fix that. Let's just set that off to install. Quite difficult to do on the Steam Deck because in order for it to all be sort of set up and ready to work, I have to use the desktop, which means trying to use the thumbsticks as a mouse, because it won't let me stream not from the desktop. So there's 2 Point Hospital. No. Let's see. Do I have any shooters installed on here actually? Because I think that would be something that you kind of all need to see, really. Because you've seen me play simple games. And you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, is he really bad at them? I mean, so let's see, do I have any shooters installed? Well, what's Dungeon Defenders? And apparently Elusive has Dungeon Defenders. Festival of Hearts, whatever that is. I mean, we could go and explore Dungeon Defenders. I have no idea what it is. None at all. None at all. I don't have Fallout installed because that would be really good. Mine Mogul. Mine Mogul is one of those. Actually, I've got the demo here, and it looks kind of like a kind of survival game, but how much of it is actually going to be useful, I don't know. So it's a demo. I've never played it, so we could work through it live on the stream. This is not, by the way, folks, how you should do this. You should arrive here and know what it is you're going to play, so that you don't have to fill dead air with it. But you know, it's kind of a. I thought we had a plan, and the plan has left the building, and so now we've got to fill dead air. Oh, I tell you what we could do. I tell you what I do have, which would, I think, kind of demonstrate really my lack of ability. Now, I don't know if any of you will remember, but there is a game called BioShock. Now, I do have it installed on the Steam Deck. It's much harder to find on the Steam Deck when I do it this way, because I've got a little filter at the top for all the games that I share with Elusive. So let's this game has not yet provided new controller support information. Support for your device is unknown. Huh. That's interesting because I was playing it the other day. Chat shit. I am happy to chat shit, Zaki Blade Daniels. There's a lot going on. We could talk about all kinds of stuff. I've got a kind of couple of political rants lined up if anybody's interested. I can talk about my course, you know, because I am training to be a therapist. So that's lots of interesting. Last time I did that for the ooh, I just had that surprise noise as the Steam Deck turns on, and it's got its own sound bar. So that noise that you can hear is let me just stop that. That is BioShock starting on the Steam Deck. Raft is now installed, so we've got that. So yeah, so last time I for my level 2, and I'm now at level 4. For my level 2, I did a kind of question and answer therapy session, not as in of therapy, but kind of giving people the opportunity to ask questions about therapy and the process of therapy that they wanted to ask. Hey, Miss Polly, welcome to the stream, such as it is. It is just me. I apologize. It's only me, only little old me. Um, uh, so we can talk about the process of therapy. We can talk about the stuff that I've learned on the course and the difference between person-centered therapy and kind of a lot of other therapies, CBT, psychoanalytic, that kind of stuff. And while we're kind of sat here with kind of dead air, while things are basically installing. So I have things to actually play. One of the things that we can talk about, of course, is that you might just see just here, is my Ko-fi. Now I have started posting fairly regularly over on Ko-fi, and because I write, and if you go to Ko-fi. Look at that. I'm learning. It's so weird because it's the wrong hand. If you go to Ko-fi, this little link here, what you can do there is that you can read some of the stuff that I've written. And I was going through it the other day, and I thought, I'm really quickly running out of stuff that I can put up. And I had a big debate with myself. I put up one there for subscribers only, which is a bit spicy. Actually, I don't know how long I'm going to leave it up there. I might change my mind. Which is kind of quite a spicy horror thing. Not sure if it's too edgy, but but it's kind of a sample of my work. It goes right the way back over the last sort of decade. Really, there's only 4 there, and if you are the kind of person who is just broke like the rest of the world, you can read the sort of last months for free. If you want to read this month, you've got to pay, but you can read last month's for free. And then obviously as the months go on, they sort of become, apart from Monster, which is the spicy one, which is subscriber only, just because I'm very nervous about it. And it doesn't mean you don't have to subscribe, actually. You can pay what you like once, and it should just give you access to all of them. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, there is my Ko-fi there. Also, if you are new to the channel, you can also go and follow us on Discord. We do have a Discord. The Discord is kind of open for everybody. Really, we talk shit. Really, and you get to know when I'm going live if I remember. Charlie did say a while ago that they would post my going live message, but that doesn't always happen. So we just need to tighten up on that. One day I'll be a professional streamer. So and the other thing that I've been doing this week. Thank you for the shout over the Discord, Zaki Blade Daniels, and pinning it. The other thing I have been doing this week is I have got myself on the Book of Face. I have got myself in a poke war. One, who knew pokes were still a thing? Like, this is something that you could do when Facebook launched. You kind of poke a friend, haha, very funny. And now, oh, look at that. Wow, thank you very much, Zaki Blade Daniels. Coming in there with the I love that we get a little hat that drops in the glass. A 16 months. They subscribed for 16 months, currently on a 12-month streak. Over a year, Zaki Blade Daniels. You and Anas Garmel over a year. That's just kind of mind-blowing to me. Welcome to the Poke Zone, Name of Your Dreams. Yes, I accidentally started a keep going 5 out of 20 subs. I mean, I can't imagine that we're going to get a hype train here. So I started this poke war accidentally by poking somebody who I was trying very hard to sort of reduce the number of times I see their posts for all kinds of reasons, and I accidentally poked them. They poked me back. Realized that pokes were a thing. Poked a whole bunch of people who poked me years ago, and now I am in this sort of poke war because I added to the people who I thought it was a good idea to poke Merlin's beard, and Merlin's beard um, has kind of really lent into it, and has sort of poked me repeatedly. What reminded me of that is I got a notification to say that they poked me, and I was like, why are they not on my stream? Because they're doing other things, and that's utterly allowed. But you can now all tell them that I spoke about them on stream, about how often that they poke me and how much I'm enjoying that, and that they weren't here to hear it, and that's on them. That's on them. So, that was a heck of a tangent. What would people like to do? I am quite happy to continue filling the air. I am one of those people that can have a conversation in an empty room. So if that's what people want me to do, I can do that. If people want me to what's really interesting is that Discord has decided that I'm apparently a teenager, which is we've determined you're in the teen age group. If we've made a mistake, you can re-verify. I mean, I verified once the first time, Discord, and I mean, this age verification, frankly, like I get that the idea is it's there to look after the kids, but also, frankly, there are better ways. There is 110 better ways. Not only that, actually, but it works on my phone. So whatever they think is going on is not affecting on my phone. May contain sensitive content. Yes. Right. I've got to say, age verification can go get in the sea. It is one of those things that I just don't see the point of, honestly, because there are better ways than making people harvest their data to do it. So, and I can't re-verify anyway because it's not showing up on my phone. And the only other way is going to be for me to log out. And there isn't. What is interesting is that there isn't a sort of way of kind of going, do you know what, I would like to authorize myself. You have to kind of wait for them to ask you. They are. It's just age verified me. So I don't. It's age verified me on the app. So is it gonna let me now access my own channels? No. Discord, what are you doing? Being Discord, really. It's upset that it can't harvest my data. And I tend to turn a lot of that stuff off, like the location stuff and that kind of stuff. It doesn't need it. How'd you do, Paranoid Chicken? Welcome to the stream. I'm currently arguing with Discord, which wants me to age verify myself so that I can log on to the streaming channel, so I can put myself in the streaming Discord, so that I can, in fact, actually reconnect to the channel, so I can talk to my friends. Please confirm that you are not a robot. Okay, cool. You need to verify my age. All right, go on then. You can't access that because I'm using the camera. But I don't know whether or not people are talking to me on Discord. Yeah. All right. Allow while using the app. Check the lighting. Distance yourself. Come closer. Yeah. Let's see if it thinks I'm an adult. And I've got a beard, right? Like you'd think that was enough. Face scan done. Huzzah! Excellent. Now I can go see whether or not Elusive Alpha's about. They're not. After all that, they are not in the voice channel like they said they would. But yeah, I mean, down with. This is why we don't age verify in Discord. Age verification is just, it's going to be the thing I think that's going to really tank a lot of these social media sites, is this notion that you have to somehow prove that you're an adult. And what frustrates me, I think, welcome to the rant, folks, about the law, and the UK law particularly, is that it doesn't actually protect the children in any way. It's all about data harvesting, and that's the thing that frustrates me. Because when you go and have a look at the law in the UK, the stuff that they have made illegal for the sake of the children include female masturbation. Okay, if you record some woman masturbating, that's illegal in the UK. Okay, it's given the latest news, it was never about women and children. It's not about women and children at all, because this is a Tory idea, that women, can't have sex and don't enjoy sex, and I think that says a lot about their married life, actually. Which then spread over into this whole idea that age verification was required to protect the children. Now, I was a teenager, okay? I was a teenager, and access to porn has always been stupidly easy. There is nothing you can do about that. Because, sure, they've now got to age verify on certain sites. However, I was a teenager, all right? It's still available on the top shelf in your local newsagents. Okay, it's still available in printed form. Your mates are gonna get a hold of it and they're gonna share it around. And the problem is that when teenagers now go looking for porn, they're gonna find porn on websites and on sort of places that just aren't, in Europe, right? They just don't care. So Russian sites aren't doing it. Chinese sites, if you can find them, aren't doing it. You do have to kind of really look for those because they are actually illegal in China. But a lot of Asian sites just aren't doing it. African sites aren't doing it. So, except that porn actually is quite hard porn. All right, so it's quite violent porn. So the teenagers are not like the rest of us, growing up on, the soft porn of the 1970s of some woman mostly wearing a bikini, but are now growing up on porn that actually is not just sort of 18 plus, but the kind of stuff that you used to have to, properly age verified to see. But they're going there because they can't get access to the other stuff. Okay. Pornhub won't even broadcast in the UK. Exactly. So they're going to find ways around it. They're going to make the law look ridiculous. And then you're going to end up in this weird position where, because it's not about the children, right, it's about control, some child is going to access some porn. And we have seen this already, that actually the porn that you kind of grow up on is the porn that becomes, the porn of your youth is the fetish of your adulthood. And we're already seeing that actually the porn of youth has a lot of strangulation in it because that's the shit they can access. So now we're seeing that they now need to make laws about how strangulation in sex works. And of course, it being the UK government, rather than having a balanced approach, they've just gone, no, that's illegal, that's called GBH. Tell me that you have never pleased a woman without telling me you've never pleased a woman. Welcome to the Labour government. All right. The Tories, when women can't masturbate. That's not a thing that women do. And the Labour government have gone, right, anything that looks a bit weird other than missionary, that's illegal. So basically what I'm hearing here from a bunch of MPs is they do not know how to please a woman. Under the law, it is GBH, but BDSM and the law it is. So the BDSM and the law debate is also bananas. But here's the thing, okay? It doesn't say partners, okay? It doesn't say partners, it says women. So gay men can strangle them and strangle their partners as part of sexual play, and it comes under the GBH laws. The strangulation law only applies to men on women. Well, actually, it applies to women on women as well, but that's not the intent of the law. So any halfway decent lawyer could argue that actually a woman strangling another woman is not the intent of the law, which would be quite hard because it falls under GBH. Okay. Women can't rape men. It's only sexual assault. Exactly. It's because it's the obsession of penetration. And this obsession with penetration comes directly from the Greeks. Yay! Through the Romans into Latin. And that's where the obsession from penetration comes from, okay? He who penetrates is he who has the power. All right? And easy to surprise that people on the right of the spectrum think that that is how the world should work, okay? Is that those that penetrate have the power. The Romans, kind of moved a little away from it. They attempted to be enlightened. The Greeks basically enshrined it in law. And the Tories are doing the same. And we might have a Labour government, but they are LNOs, all right? Labour in name only, okay? The fact that they are supporting genocide is still wild to me, and one of the reasons why. And I was quite a famous Corbynist Labour supporter, and now I don't support Labour at all. I got one phone call from Labour going, "Why have you left Labour? Is it money?" And I went, "No, it's because you're a bunch of transphobic racist fuckwits, and I won't vote for you." Which led to the whole, "Oh, we're not transphobic." Really? Fuck you. Because you had the opportunity to not be transphobic and just looked at it and went, "You know what, I don't think we will." So fuck you, you're transphobic. Anybody who still supports Labour, you are transphobic, right? It's like anybody that's still reading Harry Potter, you are transphobic, end of. This is not a grey area, this is the fact. Anybody that is buying Harry Potter merch, you are transphobic. Because it all goes to J.K. Rowling, you are supporting her, and she is a massive transphobe. Here endeth my rant and how I get myself banned from Twitch. But these things are facts. J.K. Rowling is a transphobe. It's not a and she wears the label proudly herself. So we are a channel where we use the names that people would like us to use about them. So I think that's entirely valid. I don't think it's been a while since I ranted here, but the whole thing is utterly bananas. The whole thing is utterly bananas because it's not about relationship. It's about legislating about who has control. Let's take the sex work debate, okay? So Miss Polly has brought that up. So I don't see the reason for making sex work illegal. And it doesn't matter how you want to play that, whether you make it illegal for a man to buy sex, which is kind of what the Scottish Parliament is trying to do, or whether or not you make it illegal to sell sex. It's junk. It's utter junk. Because what you're saying is adults can't be adults. Adults can't make adult decisions. Now, that argument runs into this idea that either adults can make adult decisions or they don't have capacity. And it's the one argument that I haven't actually seen in court, and I don't think it would go anywhere, because the argument would be, well, if you have capacity, you wouldn't have broken the law. But that's what the law fundamentally says, is that an adult can't choose to receive money for sex or pay for sex because the law has decided this is a bad thing. And it baffles me because, like everything, the moment you make it illegal, it becomes worse, right? It is the oldest known. It's not actually the oldest known profession, but that's a different conversation. Most people think it's the oldest known profession. With this idea of and it sort of, Christianity decided that actually this was a bad thing, all thanks to people not understanding rhetoric and reading a lot of St. Paul. And so it's been enshrined in law. And it's a fairly recent law when you look at it in the UK. It's a Victorian era law, if I remember rightly. I would have to Google that. Your mileage may vary. But they then thought to make it illegal. And it was a gendered law, men and women, because famously, apparently, Queen Victoria thought that women couldn't sleep with other women, which is utterly bizarre, because there's not a single royal that isn't knocking boots with somebody else. The thing is that to say that it's largely about tax, I think, is again bizarre, because it means that whoever's making those laws don't understand how the tax system works, right? It is cash in hand, but it's only cash in hand because it's illegal. Okay. If it was legal, then it would be taxable, like all earnings. Like this is taxable, like being a therapist is taxable, like any kind of job that you do becomes taxable. You hit a threshold, and once it's legal, you then get kind of codes of conduct. You get better safety for the sex workers. You get you get access to services. It's a bizarre position to be in. Now, Miss Polly suggests that it's largely about power for removing power from women. I don't think that is true, but only because I don't think the law is that forward thinking. I think the entire problem was pearl clutching about the fact that people could be having sex. Actually, the whole no sex, please, we're British, but also, it is the home of kink. And it's because the people who are into kink, right, the people who are the leftist socialists, we don't do politics. We don't get involved because we don't have stacks of cash. And the people who do get involved because they have stacks of cash and they make laws which don't affect them. And we know this. We know this to be true. Because have a look, and I can't believe it's taken me nearly an hour to get here, at the Epstein files. Okay? A whole bunch of people making laws that they then basically ignored. Okay? That, if it was about the children, okay, Trump would be in jail. If it was about the children, Mandelson would be in jail. Okay, he would be, he's finally facing a criminal investigation, but only fucking just. And everything that we're hearing is that we knew, and not we, I didn't know, I'm some, streamer from buttfuck nowhere, but that people knew that he had a relationship with Epstein, and Epstein is a convicted sex offender, right? Politicians kind of get outed for having sex with their boyfriend. Oh no! But having sex with children, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Oh, fuck off. Frankly, fuck off. And why do we not talk about it? Because they had fucking money, right? They had money. Mandelson and his mates may not have had money with a capital M, like it's not billions, it's millions, right? But they were on the island, which meant that they were on the island with lots of people who did have billions. And the reason that Mandelson was protected is that if Mandelson went down, Mandelson has a wonderful piece of blackmail. If you're coming after me for paedophilia, you're coming down with me as well. And the people with billions don't like that. Now, we're in an interesting position because a lot of these people who tried to escape are dead, right? They have had accidents. Boats have mysteriously sunk. Murdoch, who was a complete asshole, mysteriously fell off his boat and drowned. Also, one scene on Epstein's Island, but also threatened that because they had because he was basically a git. Seems, as far as we can see, had said something about he was going to out a member of Epstein's Island for his own political gain, and people said you don't do that, and he fell off a boat. Wild. So it's if it was about the children, if this ID verification law was about the children, Labour would have cleaned house. Starmer would have resigned, right? Because he would have been honourable. The man's not fucking honourable, by the way. Because if he was honourable, he wouldn't be supporting a genocide in Palestine. He wouldn't be supporting transphobic laws, right? Not honourable. He wouldn't be trying to drag the UK backwards after the shit that we have just fought the last 20 fucking years for. But if it was about the children, they would already be under investigation. They would be under house arrest if it was about the children. All right? It's not about the children. So when we kind of circle back to where we started, which is age verification, I do think that there does need to be gates. Okay? You do need to say to children, I'm sorry, you don't get to see this. You are not old enough. Okay? And that is a movable feast. Okay? And I will give you my own personal example. I have a small person, and there's a whole bunch of shit he's not allowed to see. He doesn't watch this stream at all. Okay, not allowed. You might see him occasionally appear in the stream, but then he gets to bed. He does not get to watch it back. He doesn't have access to this stream. But there are certain games which are rated 12 where he will play them. Now, he's not old enough to play them, but he will play them either with me or they are games that I know. And that is because I think the 12 rating it's entirely designed because parents don't do what I do. Now, they're games that I've played, so I'm looking at them going, okay, so there are 12 because it has violence. Okay, most games have violence. Mario gets to not be a 12 because it's classic violence. Don't ask me what the difference is. And so the games that I've played, and I've kind of gone, okay, yeah, no, actually, this is fine. The bit that really makes it a 12 is that it's got an online section. Well, okay, well, he's not accessing the online section. He can play the rest of it. Does that mean to remove Bean from the audience? Well, I mean, I wouldn't want him to hear me swearing when he's old enough to understand, what swearing is. And I think, if he does continue to watch, and this is, by the way, an 18+ stream. I have been clear about that. And for those of you wondering, Bean is very little and is all about moves and shapes. 8 months. I wasn't going to, he's 8 months. So it's a different, 8 months, nearly 10, different kind of audience, right? Could I clean up the language on this stream? That's such a segue. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to come to that segue because that's a great segue to go to. When we play games together, we play games and we talk about why this is a 12. Why is this a 12? Why can he play this 12 and not this 12? And in that conversation, what's happening is that he's learning to trust my judgment. Now, he is also of an age where he thinks he can pull a fast one. And we do catch him and he does get his shit banned. right? If you break the rules, it's gone. You know, we give you privilege, you break the rules, privilege goes away. All of it. We take it all away. Start again. Because I want him to tell me. I want him to come and say, can I play X? And there are some games where I'll go, absolutely not, buds. This is just not suitable for you. And then there are some other games, actually, where he goes, can I play this? And I'm like, let me play it first because I don't know it, and then I'll come back to you. And I go away, I play it, and I come back to him and I go, okay, buds, actually, I can see why it's a 12, and you can play this because I have played it. All right, I've played it, and I kind of like the bits that make it a 12. They're okay for you. And there are some 12 games where I play them through, and I think, actually, I'm happy for you to play this, but also, buddy, it's got these kinds of scary things in it, and you don't like these kinds of scary things. And I just kind of go, you can play it, and we can play it together. And we have played some scary games where we've done it together, where we've gone through the scary bits together. And it, so that he kind of understands, actually, when I say that this is a scary bit, this is a scary bit. Now, he loves, actually, the Rush, who doesn't like a good fear. But he needs to know he's safe in doing it. And I think if it was about the children, if any of this was about the children, it would involve the adults. It would involve a conversation with adults. It would be better age verification when games are purchased. Okay? It would be better gates that teach the adults in a child's life not to have access to this stuff. Because most of the issue when we say it's about the children is about adults not showing up for their kids. Because if the adults showed up for their kids, then they would have had conversations around consent. They would have had conversations around what is sort of good sexual interaction, what is a bad sexual interaction. Now, a lot of these kids don't have that conversation. I have, in all kinds of walks of life, had conversations with sort of young people, groups of young people, and I have said things that have made them go, wait, what? I have had, with a group of 14-year-old kids in class in school, had a conversation about consent because nobody else was having that conversation with them. Now, it was a very privileged place. It's one of the things I was there to do, was to talk to the children about being an adult. And the conversation that they wanted to have was about consent. So we talked about consent. I've never seen a teacher look so uncomfortable in my life. But if parents showed up for their kids, we wouldn't be in this position. It wouldn't be about the kid. It wouldn't be about the kids. It would be about the adults, because the adults in the kids' life should be making those decisions. Therefore, it's not about the kids. It's about money and it's about power. So welcome, Malkitty. Welcome to the stream. I am all alone. I was going to play a game, but instead I've ranted for nearly an hour because Discord made me age verify myself so that I could log on, so that I could see whether or not anybody else is going to join me, which led to an entire rant about the about age verification, which is junk. So moving on to something that's slightly more adorable. Good therapy rant for an hour. I can go longer, but what I want to do, I've still avoided the age verification. I mean, like, for me, I'm like, fuck it, have my face, okay? Because it's already in the AI, right? I am already a content creator. However much I click the don't put my face in it, they're going to nick it off YouTube. They're going to nick it off Twitch. And I have to be there if I want to be making any kind of money from this, right? But I do want to talk about something that was really cool. I'm sure I talked about it before, but I just want to go back to it, which is Bean. All right, Anis Carmel's Bean. Now, I went to, maybe I didn't actually, because I've not seen you all since Watch Your Game. So I went to watch a game. I wasn't going to go, and a whole bunch of things happened, and suddenly I'm going to watch a game. All right, it was great. Um, Ups and downs, lots of kind of weird, kind of social energy interactions, but it was a great overall. And the highlight of the whole thing, and I apologize to the people who were part of other highlights. That I can have more than one highlight, but the highlight was meeting Bean in person, because Bean, he is tiny, and he heard me and he lit up. Now he can't see me yet because he just can't focus that far. He was not armed. Well, no, actually, he was armed. He was armed with his very first hammer, and he was like, the hammer was forgotten. He was like, I know that voice. That's amazing. And then he saw me and he was like, oh my God. And it was amazing, right? You're meeting such a pure fan was absolutely amazing. It completely made my day. Completely cheered me up because I've been having a bit of an up and down until that point, and he was just so genuine. Now, I will, even if I do become kind of massively famous, right? Even if, they will know there will never be anybody that looks at me like that. Like it, I've seen the look before, okay, and directed at me, but not because of me, right? Way, way, way back in the distant past, right? Shortly after the dinosaurs, I worked on a holiday park, and I used to take the sort of the bear. He was completely in awe in the best way, said Anna Garber. Absolutely was. The sort of the bear mascot. We used to take them around, and sometimes I was the bear, sometimes my friend was the bear. Mostly he was the bear, I was the guide. I don't know why that happened, but sometimes I was the bear. And the one time that I was the bear, watching the kids go, "Oh my God, the bear is real!" Like mind blown. I don't know how to, I have to reevaluate the whole of my life because that bear is right there and it's moving. Okay. And it was the same kind of look. It was the same kind of look that, oh my God, look, he's real. And it's just absolutely adorable. Hashtag Bean forever, frankly. I'm right, we're gonna need to make a little Bean emote, I think. Just for him. All right. Hashtag first fan, hashtag best fan. Should he ever become old enough and decide to follow the stream, I'm just gonna make the guy a bod, right? Just hashtag Bean forever. Absolutely adorable. I was blown away. It was amazing. It was amazing. Now, I'm going to, on that note, I'm going to pause briefly because I'm going to just go and close the door, and I will be back in like moments. All right, and then, let's pick another topic. If you want me to keep talking, I can keep talking. Like I said, I can hold a conversation in a room all by myself. Pick another topic. Let's see where we go. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Here's a llama, there's a llama, and another little llama. Fuzzy llama, funny llama, 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 duck. Llama, llama, cheesecake llama, tablet brick potato llama, 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 mushroom llama, 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 duck. I was once a tree house, I lived in a cake, but I never saw the way the orange later rake. I was only 3 years dead, but it told a tale, and now listen, little child, to the safety rail. Did you ever see a llama kiss a llama on the llama? Llamas, llamas, llama, taste of llama, 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 duck. Half a llama, twice the llama, not a llama, farmer llama, llama in a car, a llama, 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 duck. Is this how it's told now? It's so old. It is also old. It is made of lemon juice,
doorknob apple cold. Oh, it's a bit cold. It's a bit brisk out there this evening, folks. Quarantine's gone. You can be the worst kind of TSA agent with the zombies. We watched that. We dropped in on a guy playing Quarantine Go, and I don't know. Let me give me a minute. I don't have it. I played it for about 30 hours in 10 days. All right. Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right, let me just, please excuse me. I am paying attention. I just need to do that. All right, let's just save that. All right, quarantine zone. Let's have a look. Quarantine zone. It's good. I watched them play. Good solo chill. All right, let's see. Will it run? Steam input API, Steam Cloud, very positive. Playable on the Steam Deck. Okay, right. So it should play. Let's have a look. How much is this thing? Oh, that's the Contraband Police. No. All right, £16. Average contribute throws money. Let's have a look. Let's see it. I mean, it is a game that I can imagine it is going to. Let's have a look. How much have I got? How much is this? $16.99. How much is in my? Just gonna see how much let's not look at that one. That one is empty. That's sad. Twitch has not paid me yet. I'm not sick, I promise. All right. Who owns this? Okay. All right. How do I do this? Okay. Right. I don't need a mortgage. I need about some monies. Do you think the wife will mind if I? Right, Mom, you have 13 byte marks. Okay, right. So we're gonna go. I don't know how big it is. I don't know how long it's going to take to download. So I'm going to purchase this. If anybody wants to contribute, feel free to pop over to my Ko-fi. There is a PayPal donation link somewhere. Let's see. I mean, should I put a donation? Can I be swish actually and put a donation link? No, I don't think I can actually, because I don't think I remember what it is. No, I don't. Off the top of my head, I don't remember. No, if you want to give, you'll have to use the Ko-fi link. On the plus side, if you use the Ko-fi link, oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. 19 months. 19 months. Okay, game bought. Let's continue. All right. Let's go in that. That's that. That's that. Oh, hang on. It's not bought because I can't read the screen. One moment. I just need to look at what my security code is. I can read. Honest Gov. I agree. I accept that that I no longer get my statutory rights because it's a digital project. Because 2FA, right? Like, don't do this on stream, folks. Like, this is not. It's not how this works. Okay, hang on. What's going on? What's it doing? Go to there. Go to there. Yes. Bump, bump, bump. Donk. There we go. Right. Okay, here we go. Right, let's now I've got to find it now. I really should organize this by like something other than games I share with other people. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q. There we are. Bonk. Right. So bear with me, rar, while I just update the Twitch channel out of just chatting and into quarantine zone. The last check. This is for mature audiences. Are we all mature here? No, we're not. Let's be frank. No, we're not. Not in any way. There's nobody mature here at all. So right. So this is where you all get to see how fast my internet is or isn't. Dead by Daylight Quarantine Zone update. Don't download the update. I don't want the update. I just want to play the base game. Oh no. Speeb. New category, Quarantine Zone, the last check. Excellent. All right. There are no downloads in your queue. What? What do you mean there are no downloads in my queue? Oh, there it is. Right. It is downloading. 8 gig. We're at 15%. Ooh. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. From Anas Garmel. A donation there. Now, Anas Garmel, one of the benefits of donating on Ko-fi is that you now get to read all of my stuff as soon as it comes out, which is just kind of the benefit. One donation and all of it's free. And if people like that, if that's a thing that people enjoy, I'll do more of it. I've got poems and all kinds of stuff that I can put up, which I might have to do because I'm running out of stories and I really should write more. So I do love a bit of tasteful spice. None of it is tasteful. I did not say tasteful. No, I did not. But if you want tasteful spice and you would like me to write some tasteful spice, and I know that many of you have channel points, you might notice in the channel point section that you can now, with your bits, actually get yourself a story. So for 50,000 channel points, I will write you a story. Okay. I will take some prompts from you. I'm not going to take direction, but I'll take some prompts, and I will write a story based on what you give me. So genre, names of characters, that kind of stuff. And that story will be yours. And you will get to see it first. So it will be sent to you through your favorite means of communication. And then it will go up on Ko-fi for subscribers, and then a month later it'll be available for everybody. So if that is something that you're interested in, it is there. And I know that a lot of you have a lot of charity points. What a treat. And I will write pretty much anything. I'm not saying it's going to be good. I'm not kind of leading into it will be good. I will write it. It'll take me about 2 weeks, but I will write it, and it can be anything. And you can tell me in private if you're too embarrassed to tell me on Discord, on chat. But do remember that the story will be made public. Okay. So just be careful what you ask for, because it will be made public. So we are on 6 gig and still downloading. Estimated 1 minute 30. Name of your dreams, you're tasty. Is Name of your dreams tasty? Because Name of your dreams doesn't think the tasteful is tasty. It's been a wonderful podcast for finishing from my shift, getting home in the cold. I am glad that I have been helpful for you. I've always meant to actually make a podcast, which is basically me just ranting for an hour about random stuff, or randomly talking about stuff, right? Like kind of because I know a whole bunch of stuff. I've got a whole bunch of shit that just kind of lives rent free in my head. The idea would be to actually sort of just talk about that stuff. You know, do you want to know random bits that I happen to know about ancient Egypt? You know, here's this info dump. But it is forever time until it's one of those. If I could do it, I could probably make some money. But I need to not be working to have the time to do it. I saw I love ancient Egypt and China. Now, China, I would have to go and do some research about because I don't know a lot about China. Japan, yes, and their influences from Japan and that kind of stuff, yes, but not China. So, I had an interesting conversation with a friend earlier that I'd love your input on. What is your favorite love language and why? Now, I completely understand the question, but my honest answer is German. No. Nobody tell Temporary Bliss that they speak German. So my favorite love language. I think it's changing, honestly. Zachary Daniels, Zachy, my friend, my dear heart, my love, my sun, my moon, my morning star, my sea. Why would you do that to me? My what was I talking about? My love language is changing. Brat life. Oh, I've forgotten I had that emoji. By the way, if you want access to more emojis, what was I talking about? Love languages. That stick for that brat life. That is how this should work. All right, beating them with love. Your love language is brat life. My love language is not brat life. It's not. That's not. That is not. No. 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 While I do enjoy a good brat, my love language is. I'm surrounded by. Sounds pretty brat. Sounds pretty brat. Sounds pretty bratty. I'm going to start. Do you know what? Maybe what I should start doing, right, is start keeping a tally. Okay. Like a running book of all these kind of incidences of disrespect, right? Just so you know how much punishment you would be up for. You know, just kind of just gently reminding you, maybe sort of create a bot or something so I can just add some points so you know where you are. Where you are is in trouble. That's where you are. A tasty brat. I don't know any tasty brats. Also, don't lick your brat. I suppose actually you probably can with consent. Right. Um. Yes, I do. What? Lick my brat. Right. Let's. Which one of these buttons makes it work? You, and then you, and then you. Right now. Okay. Windows. Okay. Right. Hasn't started yet. Okay. All right. So it's attempting to, you know, a tasty brat. Oh, do I know a tasty brat? Discuss. There are many brats that I would like to eat. Does that count? Is that the same thing? Love language bites. That's a zombie love language. That's what that is. We call them teeth hugs. love language bite, teeth hugs. Vampire. I mean, look, teeth hug. Mine's pretty solidly acts of affection, food, gifts, trinkets related to your niche interest, wellness checks, and so on and so forth. Ah, I mean, you seem to know your love language quite well. My love language does evolve and is evolving, actually. All right, let's see. Is this going to run? So it is launching. Now it has finished downloading. It does say it's Steam Deck compatible. So let's see if I can get it on the Steam Deck. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A. I really wish I knew my alphabet. There you go. U. Install to there. Install. Okay, so on the computer, it is processing Vulkan shaders. And I have set it to install on the Steam Deck, which should download actually much quicker because it should download from this computer rather than needing to download it again. So we will play a game of which one starts first. Transferring 2%. Might be quicker to just download it. Malkavian Kitten is my online name. I'm a crazy vamp kitty. I'm a double bitey thing. That's teeth hugs. And it's carnival therapy. We had a long talk about how not to burn oneself out and keep others warm. Okay. I do have to ask then, are you looking forward to having snarky snide clients? I reckon most of my clients will be fairly snarky. And the thing about actually clients with snark is that they're actually easier to deal with, weirdly, because they are using humor to mask, mask who they are. And that snark tells me a lot about them. And the kind of the issue really is that they're talking to someone who does the same, right? Someone who hides behind humor, because well, I mean, I could do a podcast just on the random shit that I went through, but I'm not going to, because my family is still alive. No, that's me. It's the family that would be relevant are no longer with us. And snarky clients are offering something. They are attempting to communicate. And if you can pierce that shell, if you can offer them a place where it's safe to put the humor down, then you're going to get somewhere. It's actually surprisingly much easier that way. The alternative being a silent client, because a silent client gives you very little to work with. And sometimes with those, you just have to leave space. You want to be silent, this is a space for you to be silent. You're going to be doing the work in your head, that's okay. And eventually, once they know that I'm not going to push them, they should hopefully start talking. But we will see. I'm not qualified yet, so we'll see. Well, you don't. Yeah, see, I'm not that kind of therapist. It's not a battle of words, because I could do that, but actually, I'm here to let you hear yourself. Okay. The therapy that I'm training in is a therapy that believes in the idea that you already know what's wrong. You just don't know how to say it. And it's about helping you take that internal self journey to get there. Person-centered therapy is the kind of therapy where a lot of people go, I'm too self-aware for therapy. Tip, you probably do need therapy. Kind of can tend to struggle with, because you have to really want to engage in the process. God, I'm talking that I'm taking that like. Okay. I begrudgingly like mine. She doesn't let me get away with it. Sometimes you do have to nail them to the wall. You do have to kind of go, is that really what you meant? Why are you saying that? How do you live your life while holding that to be truth about yourself? And the journey that I've been on, self-disclosure, don't do that with a client. The journey that I've been on is to ask myself why I do that. Sadly, finding out has made things worse. But now that I know why, I can start to actually kind of unpick that. I can unpick why I do what I do. Why is it that I feel the way that I do? Why do I react to situations the way that I do? And I hope one day to kind of reach that state where I can react in a way that is normal and healthy. No, in a way that is healthy. I don't think I'm ever going to be normal, because I don't think there is a normal, actually. Um, um, I may have wished her cast iron got washed with soap. As Carmel, that's very mean. That's incredibly mean. And you chose to be there, didn't you? I think that you probably need to reflect on that and consider where that hurt and anger comes from. You can actually wash cast iron with soap. You can. It doesn't damage the cast iron, but it does change the flavor somewhat. Unless you're one of those people that scrubs your cast iron clean. And then you might need more help than I think I will ever be trained to do. I know it's the old kind of soap. She got close to a raw nerve. That's Anna's Garmel. That Anna's Garmel is you lashing out in pain. And you know that you shouldn't lash out in pain. So what you actually need to do is ask yourself what that nerve was and why you felt the need to respond like that. Right, why is this game not starting? I want to play the game now, please. Game. Okay. Where are you? Downloading 4 of 4? No, just download Quarantine Zone. Right. Okay. Well, I wonder if I just skip this, will it just start? Launch without the Vulkan shaders. Just start. Just play. I want to examine some zombies. Now I want more brownies and definitely to try the coffee hack. What coffee hack? Your love language is Brat Life. Why is that pinned on my channel? My love language is not Brat Life. Ooh, it has started. Okay, we've got a loading screen, folks. was a knee-jerk reaction to being chastised for not doing self-care while being stretched too thin. Ooh. Okay, so I don't know whether or not I can see my chat because it's just gone full screen. So one moment while the game loads, because if I stop it now, it'll crash. So talk amongst yourselves because I can't see the chat. Let's see if I can get it up on. Can I get it up on this? No. Okay. Don't know what you all are saying. Options. Will you let me put you in a window? Oh, very, very kind of Twitch features on. Ooh. There are Twitch features. I don't have time to set it up, but there are. Video. Full screen. Windows. Yes. Have to apply. All right, let's just take this down. Have to apply. Hurrah. Okay. So I've got it into a window. I'm sorry, how can alone time happen when tiny humans are still small? If someone said that to me now, I'd nothing. Well, I think that is a conversation for each couple to explore, really. Because I think that it can be, I think it is achievable. But it does take quite a lot of doing. Right, well, that's the smallest it will go into a window. You still can't see the chats. Oh, hang on. There we go. Right. So I can, in fact, resize it. There we are. Right. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Hey. Campaign. Start a new game. Alone time with a partner achievable, yes, but alone time non-existent. I suppose that most of the alone time that I had when I had a small person was sleeping. So right, so the game is going to be a bit slow because I haven't run any of the shaders. And I haven't taken any of the graphics down, so it's running at kind of full graphic.
Ah, finally awake, Commander. Thought you were dreaming of a vacation on some sunny beach. Not the best fantasy these days, huh?
Ooh. I mean, when you still have a baby on chest.
Welcome back to reality.
That's
we're almost
fair.
there. Checkpoint Alpha. They've been holding out, but they need reinforcements. That means us. All right, get ready. You're dropping in 20. Commander, watch your step out there. It's not just the dead you gotta worry about.
Oh, I'm a commander. Clearly I know what I'm doing. Okay. Right, so first off, we're gonna need to go to video and we are going to need to turn off motion blur. Right. Low, 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 low. Good. Graphics, quality perception, limit FPS. Don't limit FPS. If you can do it, give it a go. Right. Okay. Q to quit. Escape the back. Right. Continue. Right. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, walkie-talkie.
Sleep well, Grunt? It's your first
Grunt?
day, so I'll go easy on you. Our job's to make damn sure the plague doesn't crawl into the camp. Get yourself to the checkpoint. We'll start with the basics.
There will be no evacuation today. There's everything on my desk. There's an elephant! Okay. That's locked. I can go to sleep. I can't play the banjo. Alright, here we go. What's in here? What are you? You look like I can take you, but I can't. The new guy. Talk to Geordie. Alright, okay, let's play the game, right? Let's do what they ask us to. Ah, shift is run. Okay.
He actually showed up. You guys owe me $10.
What?
Nothing personal. It's just, we're stuck in Groundhog Day out here. Just trying to, you know, not go crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's simple, really. Just shout next, and the guys will let the survivor in.
Okay. Left arm. Oh,
First, do a simple inspection. Take the flashlight from the table.
take the flashlight. I have to toggle the flashlight. Okay. I'm not
Take
seeing
your
anything.
time. Match what you see against the symptom chart. The
You
devil's
are
in the
a
details.
quarantine zone. Stay calm and wait for your turn. Remove your outer clothing.
You can tag
hats,
symptoms.
glasses,
See
and
if the
gloves.
symptoms show.
Identify the particular
Prepare
ailment
your
and click
belongings
Symptom
for
Logged.
inspection.
If you mark most symptoms correctly, you'll get a reward.
Okay. Okay.
Once
so I
you've
have-
recorded the symptoms,
I mark that
it's
one.
time to decide their fate. Let's switch to the distribution tab.
Okay. Cool. But I
Still
don't
not
know.
sure? No worries. Just send them into quarantine. Let them sit for a few days, and the virus will reveal itself. Like a friend of mine used to say, can't piss in the gas tank. I'm not sure what he meant exactly, but your choice may have consequences for the whole camp.
Okay.
If you let the wrong one in, pretty face, pleading eyes, it'll come back to bite more than just you in the ass.
Okay. So, distribution map. I can send them to quarantine. I can send them to liquidation. No cure for the virus is a painful mercy. Be certain. Once you send survivor liquidated, the decision cannot be reversed. Okay. Science division send survivors here to investigate unknown symptoms. That's a laboratory. Temporary accommodation for the healthy, non-infected survivors to the residential block to await evacuation. Okay. Confirm.
This has to be a mistake.
Sir,
Okay. Right. So I call the next survivor.
move it.
All right.
Please don't scan me with that. I've heard stories.
You've heard stories. What have you heard? So she got bruise. Don't know if that's a bruise. How do I... Okay. So I think
For
this
4
one's
days, we will be evacuating the survivors' block. The top brass will be very upset with us if we don't move a adequate number of healthy people.
adequate number.
Carefully examine the survivors in the line and send the uninfected onto the block.
All right. So I'm
Nothing
gonna.
bad is going to happen to you. Nothing bad is going to happen to you.
All right. So send her over. Valheim is cool. One of the options is to stream
My
Valheim.
kids made it through yesterday. I just need to join them.
Do you now? You have like weird eyes, my dude. They
You
are
in a quarantine zone.
quite
Stay calm
yellow.
and wait for your turn. Remove your outer clothing, hats, glasses, and gloves.
But
Prepare
I
your
don't see a
belongings for
bite mark.
inspection.
Okay. Symptoms. Okay, so yellow eyes is okay. Right click to zoom. Right, so I don't have any of this other stuff that I can do. I can hit them with a hammer! Okay. Right. I mean, they have freckles. And they don't have any bite marks. Okay. See, that just looks normal. I'm not seeing any bite marks. Okay. I mean, I think this guy's okay. So distribution, you go there. Excellent inspection, +9. Yellow happens in IRL means jaundice.
Don't make me wait.
I didn't say that. Don't be mean.
Don't bother checking. There's nothing valuable left.
Oh. That's not good. Okay, so she has yellow eyes, but also has bite marks. A bite is a confirmed sign of infection. Oh no. Oh no.
Thanks for at least letting me live.
Yeah, no, that's totally what I did. I totally let you live. That was a thing that I just did.
You have to believe me.
My dude, those are reds. Your eyes are reds. You've got cuts on the arms. Not seeing a bite mark. Okay.
You are in a quarantine zone. Stay calm
So
and wait for your turn.
symptoms.
Remove your outer clothing, hats,
Red
glasses,
eyes
and gloves. Prepare your belongings
and
for
skin
inspection.
cuts. Impossible to determine from a cut. Okay, but the red eyes. I mean, those are red, right? That's just. Yeah, those are reds. Those are Sorry,
Looks
Naomi.
Pure. Is it safe?
Yeah, it's totally a cure.
That's it. Not that hard, right?
What?
Also, can you try to avoid excessive executions, please? We'd like to keep our jobs.
Oh, was it excessive executions? I mean, they were zombies. They've just put the cat in so I can pet it. Like that is the whole reason for that cat. How do I stop with the flashlight? How do I go? It's a very cheerful post-apocalyptic place, isn't it? Oh. All right. We did day 1, but we only killed 2 people. Nah, you're good. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. Is there a quarantine option before death? I think you can quarantine them, but if you quarantine them, you're quarantining them with people who might be well, and then presumably they all die. First time, huh? Finish your first day. Perfect day. Score a perfect inspection on every person. Oh. Alright, so here's my expenditure. Government support is 1,000. Verified survivors, 800. Plus 2 eliminated, 50%. Current balance is 26. I made 26 profit. Okay. Deaths in block. No deaths in block. No zombie victims. Death from overcrowding. You didn't execute. Uninfected in the block. Alright. Okay.
Wake up, soldier. March yourself to quarantine and check the survivor before he drops.
Oh. I'm guessing this is not a well survivor. Viruses can look and behave differently for different people. Send survivors to quarantine to monitor their symptoms. Inspect the quarantine survivors every day. If symptoms disappear, the survivor is healthy. Infected survivors will become zombies. You must clear quarantine when there is a zombie.
Well, look at this one. All rosy
Identification
cheeks.
verified.
On government rations, no
Quarantine
less.
status stable.
What's your call, soldier?
No incident
Infected or
reported.
not? Hell if I know. Inspect again, then pick an assignment.
E to inspect. Oh wait, we just let them out again.
What are you doing? Is this really necessary?
Yeah. But also, my guy, I mean, your jaundice is gone. So presumably being fed and watered and that kind of stuff. Okay.
Looks safe to me. Send them to the living block. Word to the wise, rookie. If you catch anyone in the quarantine block eyeing you like you're a slab of meat, do the world a favor. Burn the thing. There's a lever to the right of the camera. Understood?
Oh, I've got new. So he doesn't have, so he goes there.
Thank you. Thank you
Now get
so
over to
much.
Georgie. He's got a little toy for you.
Toys!
The
Toys.
infected typically exhibit elevated pulse rates, with body temperature rising significantly above normal levels. This device will help you detect infection when there aren't enough visible symptoms. Give it a try.
What device? Pulse and temperature. Use the thermopulsometer. Sneezing can make me signs of an elevated temperature or pulse. Alright, okay. So don't stand there because... Alright.
So tired.
Has hiccups.
You are in a quarantine zone. Stay calm and wait for your turn. Remove your outer clothing, hats, glasses, and gloves.
Alright, so
Prepare your belongings.
generally
for inspection.
fine. Q for tools. Oh. Has hiccups. Has no... I mean, clearly has seen better days, but also I'm not seeing anything. I'm gonna guess hiccups are not like a sign or a symptom. Let's just quick check. No, they didn't have any of those. No bite marks, no conjunctivitis, none of that. Oh, I have upgrades. An upgrade has been purchased. Okay. Well, I think that you are good to go. How do I do that? Tab and send you to there. Good luck!
In time,
Wonder if I'll
you'll
know
get more
anybody in
tools
there.
to help you spot the symptoms. The disease evolves, but so do we.
Nice.
Don't make me wait.
Don't make you wait.
Hey!
Oh, my guy. He also has hiccups. Does not have a temperature though. But What, this temperature? Or her last temperature? Oh. Oh. Oh no. I may have accidentally killed everybody. Oh. Okay. Oh well. Oh well. You can't be right all the time. Let's have a look. So 120 is an elevated pulse. Okay. So heart rate is required to be high positive, which can only be caused by viral neoplasms. So if it's over 180, definitely a zombie. Not, but is a zombie because he's got red eyes. The last lady. Well, you know, I'm still new, and there's only one or two people there.
Remove your outer clothing. Hats, glasses,
Come on.
gloves. Prepare your belongings for inspection.
Are we done? Can I just go?
No. No, you can't. Bruises. Bruises. Okay. So, do we mark that as symptoms? Oh, bruise is a symptom. Yes. Okay, so 39145. So there, and 145, and there. Okay, so we don't know if it's virus, so I'm gonna send her to quarantine.
At least it's not a death sentence.
Competent inspection. Yay! Even the game thinks I'm competent.
Move it.
See, I like this because. Oh my god!
My hands won't stop shaking.
Your hands won't stop shaking. It's not a symptom that I know of, but those eyes are pretty yellow. And he's got bruises. Symptoms. Yellow eyes and bruises. 36, 25, 100. 36, 25, 100. So that's fine. So, like, how much space do I have in quarantine? Well, we're going to send you there because I think you're okay.
I'll be okay, right?
Excellent inspection. Yes. Only one person that's a zombie. It'll be fine. Oh, I could take the hat. I could take the hat off. He has not removed his outer clothing. I am very suspicious.
You are in a quarantine zone. Stay calm and wait for your turn. Remove your outer clothing, hats, glasses, and gloves.
36.
Prepare your belongings for inspection.
No, like it's close. It's the guy from Plants vs. Zombies. Yeah. I think you are okay. Crazy Dave! He's in fact called Crazy Dave.
Survivor.
What are you doing? Is this really necessary?
Oh, I don't like that reddening. You might be, And they all have hiccups. Let's have a look. Don't know if it's that or not. And are those bruises, or is that mud splatter? Uh, 18143. 181. 186, 185. Oh. Because I think actually they are more there.
You're absolutely sure about this?
Oh, competent inspection. Okay. So now what do I do? Infected eliminated. I got money for that. All right. So do we now just go back and lie down? Is that what we do? I guess we go sleep now. Oh, the cat's in here. Pat the cat. And we wake up in the morning and discover that the one we sent is a zombie. And we lose everybody. Oh no. Oh no. Especially because we did so well, you know?
External infected rushing the perimeter. Prevent breach. External infected rushing the perimeter. Prevent breach. External infected rushing the perimeter.
Connecting to the drone. Take control of combat zone. Protect the base. Oh no. Oh no no no. Okay. Wave 1. Oh no, I'm out. I need bombs, but I don't know how to change them. Oh no, 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 no. Two. I want to throw a bomb. How is this still wave 1? I don't think we're gonna make it through these guys. Okay, I found out how to swap. I can't work out how to make it go to the bombs. Whoa! Guys, these guys are bigger. Bit of tutorial on that might have helped. Oh wow. I mean, that was tough. I mean...
External infected rushing the perimeter. Prevent breach.
Okay, start.
External infected.
Switch weapon, upgrades, 1. Okay. 1 of 3. Okay, and we can't choose when to reload that I've found. There's a lot of them. I mean, this wall needs to be upgraded. Come on! No, go away. Stay away from my wall. Reload. This was more excitement than I was expecting. Okay, so we know that there are more powerful zombies. Come on. I don't know if ammo is infinite. So I'm being conservative with it. Oh! Ha, 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 ha. Ha. Okay. That was interesting. Got through it the second time. That was tough. That was like, I found that quite intense, actually. And I know that we're gonna wake up and everybody's dead, because we let that zombie through. But enter next. Deaths in block. Pass infect. You let infected with the block, and they killed survivors. Zombie victims, 1 pass infected. This was the lady that Anas Garmel noticed with a high.
Hell of a night. Even made me hungry. Remember, the better a man eats, the longer he can fight. As for civilians, they don't last long without food either. Make sure everyone gets fed.
Switch to base mode to monitor the camp and purchase resources. R to enter base mode. That is R, right? It's not R, it's a B. Checkpoint management. In addition to inspections, you're responsible for the overall management of the checkpoint. This includes survivors, provisions, power, and buildings. Okay. Click on the canteen. Click resupply.
Everything has its price. Don't spread things too thin.
Okay, food. Max. food. I can purchase 6 food.
Now you know how to restock the mess hall. Keep the food coming, or everything goes to hell. But the food supply isn't the only thing you need to monitor.
Okay, you're responsible for providing 3 critical resources: a bed for the rest, designated spot in the canteen, and adequate daily food rations. Failing to meet these needs, immediate consequences for every essential resource that is lacking, conditions will deteriorate. Great. Survivors who fall ill can be restored to health medkits. This treatment is essential for maintaining a robust checkpoint. A healthy survivor will become sick. A sick survivor will die. If you're out of medkits, purchase more from the base management. Okay, medkits. Medkits in the clinic. Clinic. Resupply. How much money? I have 1,200. Okay, let's just... That doesn't seem... It doesn't seem sensible to not have those. Benzene tent, 12. Upgrades. So we have a capacity for 15 people. Okay. Generator. Fuel and generator, 40 and a 42. Resupply that. Because that seems sensible. Okay. And then survivors. Alright. So we've got survivors in block is 4. 2 of them are sick. Okay. Get back to work. Alright. This is a surprisingly addictive game. Calories and cures. Did we get a new toy today? No? Alright. The tower's back there. Is where you can add more gunners. Ah, right.
Don't make me wait.
Hello.
Can't.
Eyes are fine. Arms are fine. Not seeing any obvious bite marks. Oh, check quarantine. Sure. Just gonna check this guy. 3642. This guy seems fine. Symptoms. 3642. It's fine. It's nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay. Oh.
What's the point?
Poor inspection? What I missed? I hate poor inspection. Where is quarantine? It's a command room. Quarantine. Garage. Survivors. Laboratory. Command room. Random dude. It's clearly not the right way. No, I have to go around here.
Identification verified. Quarantine status stable. No incidents reported.
Sorry if I'm slow. It's hard to think straight.
Okay. You still have hiccups. 141. Oh. 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 Oh dear. Yep. 4. 1, 2, 3. Pulse is 1, 4, 6. Yeah. Up it goes. Okay. So,
I'm so tired of this.
that's okay, mate. It's okay. It's all gonna be over soon. Oh, I thought she was gonna make a break for it. I was like, that would have been interesting.
Move it.
What's the point of all this? We're all dead already.
Okay. Temperature 36. 8. Symptoms 36. Pulse is fine. I'm not seeing any bruises. The eyes seem fine. Really paranoid after I got like poor inspection on that last one. I was like, why? And there's bruises there. These sort of bruises there. And there, but no cuts. And the eyes are fine. Off you go.
You are in a quarantine zone. Stay calm.
Thanks for
and
letting
wait
me
for
live.
That got exit inspection.
Remove your
Okay.
outer clothing,
Next survivor.
glasses, and gloves. Prepare your belongings
Sorry if
for
I'm
inspection.
slow. It's hard to think straight.
Oh, honey. I'm going to do a full inspection because I get more points if I do. But we already know what's going to happen to you. Points mean prizes. Doo-ba-doo. 42, 43. We are not really surprised that you have a high temperature at all, in the slightest. So off you go.
At least it's not a death sentence, right?
Yeah, no, it's you're going to a farm, love.
Next.
Why?
Oh, my guy. I mean, which is good because I don't really have a lot more space. So, not a bruise. That's a bruise. That's a bruise. Symptoms. Bruise. I hate how those guns keep going off. Pulse is fine though. 128, 36. Oh, 128. At least it's not a death sentence.
I'm so tired of this.
Come on.
Oh, my game crashed. Has it crashed? No, it's now moving again. For the win. Right. Oh, right, got it. I was trying to work out why it wasn't moving. It's because I had... Oh!
You are in a quarantine zone. Stay calm and wait for your turn. Remove your outer clothing, hats, glasses, and gloves. Prepare your belongings for inspection.
Okay. So, it's elevated. And she's got yellow eyes. It's not quite over, I think. Yeah, so I think she's also got a little of that. So yeah, let's have a check. I think this one is off to quarantine. Off you go. Not off you go. Off you go.
What do you mean, just precautions?
What do you mean, poor inspection? What do you mean, poor inspection?
Yes, sir.
Rude.
Don't make me wait.
I don't want to cause any trouble. Just let me through if I'm clear.
Bruises. Also going to quarantine. Didn't mark the temp? What I had? Okay. $36, $88, those are fine. But I'm gonna send you to quarantine.
I feel fine. Please, don't do this.
Competent inspection.
Move it.
On the last one, I thought I had.
I know the rules. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't okay.
You are in a quarantine zone. Stay calm and wait for your turn. Remove your outer clothing, hats, glasses, and gloves. Prepare your belongings for inspection.
Okay, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 43. Oh, like she's sneezing. $150. Elevated pulse. I've seen people play this and mark bruises. I think those are bruises. They're on their elbows. But that temperature says she's going to liquidation. Because it's 43. So...
You guys seem nervous.
Competent inspection.
Is everything okay?
Survivor inspection complete. Infected eliminated. Alright. Pet the cat. Okay. Anything else that we need to do before the end of the day? No. Right. Okay. So what we're going to do, since I work out how. Oh. There's only a start at the end of the day. So I think it saves over the night. So what I'm going to do is at the end of this, when it kind of comes back, we're going to call it there. Because that's such a fascinating game. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go off and raid somebody. I don't know who. Let's see who is about. We could raid Malkitty, but they've just gone to bed. Let's have a look. See who's about. Who have we got? Probably not a lot because I still haven't actually had time to bounce around and see. It's a very good game. Who are you? You got 2.5k views. I'm not rating someone with 2.5k views. Let's see. What is this called? Quarantine. Quarantine. Let's see if we can show 4 more channels. Oh, hello. Okay, so there is somebody who is okay, I don't know who they are, but they have labeled their channel Cozy Chaos, which I think sounds very much like us. So I don't know who they are, but let's go and raid somebody new. G-Pan. Yeah. Oh, okay. Raid G-Pan. Oh, apparently we can't raid them. So well, that's no good. And everything's running slow. Come on. Go on, get back. Come on. I was trying to be like new and make new friends, but the settings don't allow raids. It's very sad that people feel the need that they have to do that. So let's see, who else have we got? And I get why they do it. I get why they do it. It's tough out there, right? And you know, some people on the internet are not very kind. Okay. So we're gonna raid somebody. It's gonna go raid the not because I know who they are, but because they have LGBT plus in their tag. So let's hopefully that they are nice. They've got a load of followers, so maybe us raiding will help. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for being with me while I've ranted, and thank you very much for joining me while I play a brand new game, which I've really enjoyed. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. We will be back next week. We might be playing Baldur's Gate, who knows? So if you can join us, please do come. If you can follow the road, please do. And if you unlock your hat emoji, please do make sure that you use that as we raid into the channel, just to kind of tell everybody about who we are. Thank you very much for being here. And whatever it is that you go off to do, remember to look after yourselves and look after one another. I've been Zen. You've been awesome. Good night. Good night.